More and more military service members are finding that they're being released from the military earlier than they thought would happen. And some of the highest numbers as far as veterans joblessness right now in this country has ever seen. The suicide issue is the highest it's ever been. We have a much larger number than we expected to have. As far as homeless veterans, living in a tent in their friend's backyard seems to be normal for them, and it's not. And I think a lot of that has to do with how they transition out of the military and how they transition into civilian life.
Mentally, I was lost, quite frankly. I came back to no job, and I just continued to get angrier and angrier.
Reset Go addresses these issues by allowing the veterans some time to focus on their strengths and to determine what it is that they have to offer. The civilian world is different than the military world. It's a different mindset. They've lost their entire support group. They've lost the rules and regulations through which they could move and advance themselves.
Reset Go is a coaching-based 12-hour program. Our students meet in 4 sessions, 3 hours apiece. A coach is there as a support, and a coach is also thinking of them as whole people, not just their strengths, but all the parts that they bring to their game.
The reason I'm passionate about doing this work is my father was an Army colonel. He came up for promotion and did not make it to 1-star general. He was not the same man after that for a long time. It took him several years to get back on his feet. And I feel certain that if we had had our program, that he would have gotten on his feet a lot sooner.
My son is an active duty Marine. I joined a group called the Blue Star Moms. And in sitting in the back of the room and listening about what all the issues were for returning veterans, I began to hear that they had particular issues that were repeated over and over again. And that was this process of transition. How did they translate themselves from being focused, efficient servicemen and women to being civilians directing themselves forward in their lives?
Well, shortly after the workshop, I think it was within a couple of months, I did manage to get a job, a really good job. And now I feel like I've made a full transition into civilian life. I feel okay about just being a civilian now. Everything's starting to make sense.
I think a lot of us, I would say that the majority of the people are like, they have a certain focus, but they just wanted to reach that certain goal in life, but they didn't really know how to do it. And I think the Reset Go provides the bridge for you to be able to achieve that goal.
All of our attendees get our attention as coaches to help bring the best out of them, that they feel confident of what they want to do and how they're going to set about creating their own destiny.
It helped me find myself in the present to be able to go forward with what I wanted to do. And what we came to was, well, I obviously want to be a therapist, work for the VA, work with other veterans, and that's where we went to.
We have programs that are set up to catch you and to help you when you feel yourself failing. By being a part of Reset Go, you're going to be able to transition smoother.
Our military is all volunteer. They stood up for you to serve America. It's time for us to stand up for them. Please be a resource to Reset Go that we help veterans in their transition. Donate today.